Welcome YouTube, welcome to the Duke Now channel. Today I'll be kind of going over It Chapter 2 trailer. I already saw the trailer, I just kind of want to go over it with you guys and kind of see if we can find something together that we probably didn't see the first time, or you probably already knew and you just kind of want me to discover it, or who the heck knows. So let's start this. Again, I already saw the trailer, great trailer. It can be funny at points, but it's really good. There's a lot of Easter eggs that you like to see or can see if you really pay attention to it. And I'm gonna go frame by frame when it starts cutting to many scenes. But from now, let's watch the first scene, which is the old lady scene. Let's go. Let's do it.
Yes, can I help you?
I used to live
You're
here.
too loud, but all right.
Won't you come in? It's the least I can do. Is it like you remember?
Cleaner.
All right.
You feel free to look around while I get the water boiling.
It's funny how she says cleaner, but it's dirty as hell. It kind of reminds me of my grandma's garage. All right. So she sees the little. Oh, this is super creepy. Oof. Ooh.
You go.
Oh my god.
Now some music.
You know, it's funny though. I'm gonna pause here now. It's funny how she doesn't really really see that. Like, it's super distracted on the note, but she can't see the lady like right there at the end of the hall. I would have seen it. I would have got out, because I don't know, like I'm gonna compare this trailer a lot to my grandma, because my grandma does stuff like that where she's just there and chilling in the corner, and she's been creeping me out lately. So, but that's her normal self, I think. But I mean, I definitely see sometimes, and like the side of my eye, like what she's doing. I'm like, oh, she's like cleaning or something like that. So definitely would have seen. Definitely want to get out. Let's continue. She doesn't play any music, but she sings music.
Apologize. It gets so very hot here this time of year.
It's fine.
Well, you feel like you could just about die.
I just don't know what she's drinking. Look at that.
But you know what they say about Derry.
Blood? Maybe.
No one who dies here ever really dies.
I mean, I just don't know how she can. She's all sweaty and nasty and.
But tell me, how is it being back in Derry?
Strange.
Strange? Oh my.
You know, I kind of look. Okay, first let's talk about this freeze. She kind of just pauses like this. I mean, again, it's super funny. I mean, it's creepy. I mean, when I first saw this, it was late. It was actually in the morning. It was broad daylight, and I was creeped out. So definitely do like this creepy atmosphere. I love the lighting in this scene. Great. It makes everything just feel kind of realistic, and you're kind of actually there. Definitely love it. I love this dark kind. It's like it's a dark filter, but it just feels so organic, and I love that. It makes you feel immerse into this scene, and I love it. That's why you kind of you feel that you're there, you feel that you get goosebumps. But whatever, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about how funny it is how she just pauses, and she's old, so it's kind of normal for old people to do that, to just kind of like phase out, maybe, I don't know. Pretty funny. Anyways, let's continue on. And I kind of want to go back a little bit and see like what is going on there. So I'm going freeze by frame. I hope you guys don't hear that, but look at that. Ugh. So it looks like, I don't really know what to describe that kind of injury, or a kind of bite. It looks like a bite, like a weird alien bite, but maybe it's just that her flesh is just rotting, pretty much. That looks nasty. Okay, let's continue on. All right, nasty.
I had some cookies in the oven before you came. Stay right there.
I shouldn't impose. I'm gonna.
Yeah, you should
I
leave.
insist.
You should definitely leave.
Your photos are lovely, Miss Kirsch. Are these your family?
My father came to this
Super
country
creepy.
with $14 in his pocket.
$14, and then he
Kirsch?
became
My father
joined the circus. Ah. Oh my god, that is super creepy. Okay, so that's super funny. I mean, it's super creepy. When I first saw that, look, you know what? The first time I saw the trailer, I didn't see that. I was like on her face, right? And then she goes into the other picture, which we're gonna see right now, and I still didn't see the old lady walking. I saw it until I saw, because I was watching on the phone, so I didn't really notice anything. And when I saw it on the big screen again to show some of my friends and family members, that's when I noticed like all that, and I was like, that is super creepy. That is insanely creepy. That's a dark kitchen. Why is that kitchen dark? It should be light in there. You're old. You don't know where the cookies are at. You should turn that lights on. You know. But let's continue on. So that happens, and she just goes back. And then this is definitely what's called the actor. Oh my god, I forgot the actor's name. But anyways, it's definitely him in a weird, you know, circus, manager, suit. I guess it looks really creepy. And then you can see definitely see like a clown there in the corner, right there. Super creepy clown, and it says the Great Pennywise, and that's when she freaks out. I hope, or maybe she doesn't remember. I know from the original story, original TV series, they don't remember anything, so maybe this triggers something. And then she's like, "Wait, Pennywise? Why does that sound familiar?" And then that's when Pennywise or it or whatever, that's when it's like, "Oh, this is my chance to, I have more power now. I can feel her fear." And that's a great thing. And super creepy. Girl right here. It looks like she has like a scar here. Um, Weird, huh? How she like the old lady doesn't have a scar, but she does. So we're gonna go back to see if she has a scar in the back at the end of this video. But then he has no scar, but definitely look creepy as heck. And so I mean, she was Beverly was one of the ones that in the first film that she kind of saw the circus part of the clown. Remember when it's all dancing all weird? She definitely saw that. So this has to trigger something out. Of course, triggers. What? No. Oh my god. All right. What in the world? Like what? What is she doing, man? And this old lady is creepy. You know, when I first saw this, I was like, "Oh my god, it's super creepy." Now that you see it frame by frame, it is hilarious. I don't know why she's dancing like that. She's just like, I'm gonna go grab those cookies." All right. Anyways, but look at that. So she's looking at all these pictures, and Beverly is super scared. But then, look, she's already triggered. Like, she's already scared because of that picture, because she remembers Pennywise. And that's when Pennywise is like, where am I? That's when Pennywise is pretty much just like, oh, got her. Got her. You know? Like, oh, I can feel your fear. I'm going to dance across the room now. But she's definitely frightened. She's definitely out of it. And she was like, oh, she's like, I'm not in the right place here. I am not in the right apartment. This is not awesome. I can feel something going on. She's already.
I was always Daddy's little girl. What about you? Are you still his little girl, Beverly? Are you?
Don't. Holy shit. Okay, so let's go through scene by scene on what is going on here. So we have pretty much Bill Hader here, Dr. Xavier, he got hair now, and then of course these other actors, which I'm not too familiar with it. But I'm familiar with this guy, Bill Hader, because he's in Barry, and I haven't seen the show, but I saw a trailer. It looks pretty decent. Whatever he's trying to do, it's like a comedy / action type of TV show on HBO, so definitely have to check that out. Not before Game of Thrones ends. After Game of Thrones ends. So we have what's called the black guy from the first film, the black kid. So he's now grown up, and I don't know if he's a detective now. No, he wasn't a detective. He was something. In Derry in the original film. I think it was like the librarian or something, or he had something to do with like making sure that the town was up and ready. There's nothing going on within the town, so he had. I think that's this. He's the reason why they all came back, because I think some of the kids are getting killed again, and he's the only one that stayed in Derry. So that's okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have the kids here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're missing 2, which are these kids right here. I think, because we have the funny guy Bill Hader. We have Professor Xavier. We have Beverly, and then we have the black kid. Then we have the chubby kid, which I'm pretty sure is the one that we just saw right now. This guy right here. I'm pretty sure he got all good looking now. So, all right. So this scene right here is gonna be the, the what's called Chinese restaurant scene, where of course if you've seen the original, everything goes wrong there. That's when everyone seems to have fear for it now, since they're talking about it, and that's when it strikes and starts doing these illusions to them that really terrify them. In the film, I mean, in the original film, it wasn't that terrifying. I mean, you saw a what's called fortune cookie pop open, and you see an eye in there. It's really weird.
Officially begun.
It's not scary whatsoever. It's really weird.
We can do this, but we have to stick together.
So you see Georgie here, back here. We're gonna go back a little bit. Okay, so Georgie's like, oh, we flow here too. She has a boat, and he's still. He's still frightened.
We can do this, but we have to stick together.
Okay, and looks like they're back in the lair. And this, oh, wait a minute. Oh, back in the lair, right? It looks like they're really gonna go at it this time. And this looks like the place where they went and fight him, where everything was floating. Yeah, all the people were floating, all their bodies were floating. And it looks like it's just been destroyed. I mean, there's nothing. There's no more circus things. There's nothing. It's just been kind of. It's been dead for the last 27 years. Witness Bill Hader look at it through up the sequel, so he's floating. We have balloons here under a bridge, and it's cool. I hope they show this in the film, in the book, and I'm not sure if they showed it in the original story. I mean, in the original film or in the new film, where it starts off with pretty much under a bridge. There were a whole bunch of like guys that were pretty much abusing what's called a gay individual, and of course they kill him, and then they throw him under the bridge, and then of course it pretty much eats him and tears off a lot of body parts. And I don't know if they're gonna do this. I'm not really sure if this is the opening scene of how they're gonna start it off. They do start it off like that, with someone going under the bridge and dying and getting pretty much dismembered by it. That'd be great. Maybe this is what caused it to get revived. Someone having fear again, of course, of dying, and this is probably like the beginning or the resurrection of it. And then we have it here doing his, little dance there. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if this is the black guy from like our original cast, or is it just some other guy? But he's creeped out. Okay, and there you go. We have another illusion or delusion from it. Whatever he's doing here, or you know what? It can't be. It could be the kid, the bully from the first one. Maybe this is him. Maybe he's just kind of like, he just barely crawled back from the sewer, and then he's just I don't know. I have no idea. But the creepy as heck. He's peeling his skin off to show his inner skin, and it doesn't look good. And he's like inside the. He looks like he's inside the house that was pretty much the entrance of the tunnel of the sewer line. So maybe he's there. He just barely got back up. And we have the circus here. I don't know if this is an illusion or is actually real, but maybe this is where it is starting off first, because he knows there's a lot of kids here. So, And there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear going on in there too, because kids are afraid of roller coasters, they're afraid of these giant things, they're afraid of clowns, they're afraid of in tunnels, like weird mirror stuff. They're afraid of stuff in here. This is a great place for it to kind of attack and really get more souls into his belly. And so there's a lot of fear going on. So you see Beverly, and I can't remember the main characters. I just know Beverly because Beverly, there's a street right here in my place, Beverly Road or Beverly Avenue. So, and okay, so this scene, I saw it. I was like, oh, they're kissing as adults, like they're still in love with each other. But no, I think this is they're gonna make a little reference to the original film where he thinks he's kissing Beverly, but in reality, it's actually it.
Kiss me, fat boy.
So definitely a great scene in the first one. Very scary. Like, oh my god, he pretty much just kissed it. So I think this is what this is. It's gonna reference that maybe, or maybe they're actually kissing. Who knows? Maybe they're still in love with each other. So we have. We got a new character, or not a new character. We got a character that we haven't seen yet pop out. So we have this guy right here, and this guy looks like he's the guy that has the bomb, with the cast. He broke his arm or whatever. He's the one that had the leper show up to him in the first one. So he's here. He's back in action. All we're missing is the other guy, the one that was super scared. He was Jewish, I think. That's the only guy we're missing, I think. So we have him. And then we have, and people were saying this is Beverly, like pretty much drowning on blood. Look, he's running, and he's trying to like save someone. I'm very sure it was a kid. Maybe he sees a kid getting eaten, or about to be killed by it, or maybe just one of his friends or something like that, or maybe he has a kid of his own, and he brought to Derry. Who knows? Let's check it out. People are saying this is Beverly on blood. Maybe, I think, maybe, but it looks like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Beverly. Yeah, I thought it was like another little girl, but that's Beverly on the pool of blood. Kind of, it's still playing around with this blood, fear of blood thing. So. And then we have the Losers Club holding hands in the lair, and you can definitely tell this is alien stuff here. It has to be alien. This looks all like ancient alien, architecture. So definitely we're probably gonna go into the alien side or the sci-fi side of this. And then we have we have a little kid. We have a little kid underneath the bleachers. I'm not really sure it's a high school, but definitely shows that it may be the circus instead. Hello. Great trailer. Oh, that laugh. Hello. And so sounds a lot like Winnie the Pooh. Hello. Okay, great. From the actor, I know the actor can do this. Like move his one eyes individually. So. Great job from on his side to really portray this character in a really terrifying way, and yet make it feel realistic. So definitely gonna be great option. Great choice. I gotta find that it trailer cast. All right. Bill Skarsgård. There we go. Bill Skarsgård. Great guy. He knows what he's doing. He's a great actor, so makes me feel fear. Hello. Ooh. So look at the kid. So the kid is like super. Oh, we're gonna go through all that. So the kid was pretty much. That light that Beverly saw in the first one. It's there, and if you notice. The kid was super into that light, so just like it just attracts anyone, It's like, oh wow, it's a beautiful little light. I'm attracted to it. But when those glows come out of the dark, she's like, oh, whoa, where am I? I don't think I was supposed to be here, And you see Winnie the Pooh. All right.
Hello.
Super scary. Super scary. And this time he looks excited, not hungry, but maybe he's also hungry. He might be. Maybe that was what triggered everything. This little girl dying in a horrific way, also like Georgie died in the first one. So maybe this is what the black guy sees, or one of the characters notices it, and then decides to call the Losers Club and say, "Hey, you know what? This thing is back. We need to come back. We need to kill it once again." So great thing about this one. Definitely gonna make some things different than, of course, the original film and the book itself. I mean, you can't do the same thing over and over again and expect people to actually like it. You gotta mix it up a little bit, and that's what they did in the first one. They mixed it up a lot. They kept the original material in, as they try to be as true as possible to the original material, but then kind of then really kind of mix it up in their own way, in their own atmosphere, and made everything feel just great. A breath of fresh air, pretty much. And they're definitely gonna do this one on this film. So yeah, I mean, I went through it. There's little to be seen. There's a lot of photos that really don't mean anything because they're probably just illusions by it or Pennywise, right? And so that's pretty much it. I mean, I think it's gonna be one of the scary movies of the year. I'm definitely gonna go see it. You bought my seat. I already bought the seat. Probably. I already have the money for the seat in a movie theater. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna go see IMAX, so I can see that nice and clear gore. So yeah, what do you guys think of the trailer? You guys liked it? Do you guys think it might be a little bit, it might be the boring part of the chapters, one of the chapters, because a lot of people thinking that the adult side of the story really kind of, it just dies down a lot when it comes to entertainment. So what do you guys think? I definitely want to know your reactions. Comment down below. I want to know what's going on, and of course, I think that's about it for my trailer. I just wanted to review it real quick. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and of course, ring that notification bell in case you want to know when the next video is up. My next video is gonna be a review. It's gonna be an actual gaming review, just like the Fire Emblem one. So you haven't seen the Fire Emblem one, go ahead and see it. Great. Thank you, and of course, have a great day.
My hunger's growing. It's time to go boating, Bill waxes a coating. You'll soon be floating. Sailing away, but the storm drain is open. You're getting closer. I try to catch up, but it's stuck down below, and my eyes are glowing.